Ho, 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 and what's cracking, peeps? It's the A-Train and Santa Claus coming at you with another episode of What's New at Tackle Warehouse. Never mind the suit, it's in the dry cleaners right now, but we got you some serious Christmas love from the North Pole. So starting it off, Santa's little sack. ABT, we got the Xtreme Homicide Swimmer. So for all you big bass specialists, you know all about the swim baits. Multiple segments, it's gonna swim real tight. We got 3D eyes, and what's real unique about this bait is the hook placement. So when you get those big head strikers, this front hook right here, just under the mouth, is held in with a little polyurethane pocket. So that's gonna pop out on impact, basically. You got that bottom hook for those fish that just wanna engulf it from underneath. And also, sometimes you get those fish that just wanna nip at the tail. So for that, we got this little stinger hook right there molded into the tail. So you want a real nice big bait? Definitely give this a try. It's gonna change the game. Next, by Ima Lures, we got the Rock Banger. So this little guy was designed almost like a soft crankbait almost. Made for one of the swinging jig heads. You crank this right along riprap, along your steep walls, maintain bottom contact, it's really gonna excel. There's many other uses for it also. EWG, over grass, weighted swim bait hook. Also vibrating jig head on this thing. There's many different things you could use this for. So you need that big bite, especially in early springtime when those amphibians are just starting to come out. Definitely. Next, by Strikezone Lures, we got the Perfect Punch Jig. So what I look for when I'm looking for a punch jig, I need a heavy jig with a narrow head, a recessed eye tie, a stout hook, and a very strong brush guard. And this jig has it all. It's gonna get you in that cover, it's gonna get you out of there with very minimal hang-ups. Super stout hook, the trailer keeper is gonna allow you to put different types of trailers on there. So you need a good flipping jig for matted vegetation, for punching. This is definitely the jig for you. This next one's a favorite from Mrs. Claus, so I'm bringing this one out the bag. By Ima, we got the right turn buzzbait. When you're making a right turn on Candy Cane Lane, bam. So when I first saw this buzzbait, I was like, why would I pay $16 for a buzzbait? What's that gonna do for me? What I noticed is this is not your typical buzzbait. When you cast this thing, most buzzbaits, they just come right back to you. This one, you could only fish on the right side of your boat. Why? Because it tracks to the right. So now you could get right next to those boat docks, and if you got any space, it's actually gonna go under those boat docks. So it's always gonna track right. It's gonna do something no other buzzbait does. Also, instead of a clacker, it's gonna hit off the arm right there, which makes another unique sound, which just adds to the drawing power of this buzzbait. So yes, I will spend that $16 on this. You better step your game up. Next, by Phenix, we got the Tube Glider. When you got that crystal clear water, big smallmouths, the last thing you want is a tube that's just gonna fall straight down, which they typically do. This right here is definitely gonna change the game right here. So you insert this, thread your hook through it into your tube. It's gonna give it this gliding effect. So it's not just that straight down drop presentation. It's actually gonna glide, so when you're next to boat docks, undercut banks, steep drop-offs, it's just gonna have that slow gliding descent. So that's what you really need for those weary bass to get those extra couple bites. So definitely add these to your tubes. Next, by Spotsticker, we got the crawler head. So what's unique about this, it's got the two adjustable weed guards made out of wire, so you can customize those according to how dense your cover is. What's really unique about this is it stands straight up, so it puts your bait in that pissed off crawdad position that's gonna challenge any bass, and she is not gonna back down. So you want the ultimate in stand-up jigs, this is definitely the way to go. Also for you guys, when you start bed fishing and you want either a lizard or even a crawdad to stand up, definitely give the Spotsticker a try. Last but not least, by Lunkerhunt, we got the Fetch swim bait. So this beautiful swim bait tracks real well at all different speeds. It's got molded fins on it, a little scale finish, 3D eyes. It's a little heavy for a 4-inch swim bait. So you could do a EWG unweighted swim bait hook in super shallow water. It's gonna swim true. If you need to get it down a little deeper, a weighted swim bait hook, or even a jig head, and you could dredge the bottoms, deep structure. It's definitely a good swim bait. So definitely step your game up, give this a shot. Thanks for tuning in, and for more information on the products seen here today, click shop or the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this week's video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Let us know in the comments which of these products you want to see in your stocking.